Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading, and this will be for the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please keep in mind these readings are only general. They will not all relate to you at all times. If they don't, move on to another aspect of your natal chart or another reader. Because let's face it, not all readers have the same story all of the time, and that's interesting to see. Some of you are getting a brand new start here after a period of some sort of deception that you've had in your life. So, all right. Could be something to do with a fire sign that you're working with. Okay, this is the Cosmic Tarot. And this reading will go from the 1st to the 7th of December, approximately. Okay, a lot of people getting the Tower this week, but you've got it straight out of the gate here. I could feel that when I first started the reading, that you've been dealing with some sort of deception around you, and you're about to embark on a new start. So there's been some sort of awakening or occurrence here, which has led you to some sort of change after, this could be a betrayal here with all these knives, but it could be also that you're understanding, you know, that perhaps you've been in a negative situation for a long time and it's time to move forward. Could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. Been a lot of conflict, both external and internally, and now you're walking away and looking towards the future. Very, very nice, Aquarius, but not a nice... The Tower talks of breaking down old structures, understanding that things don't serve you anymore. But sometimes it can talk about something happening in our life that pushes us along that pathway, whether we want to go that way or not. And I feel for somebody out there or some people out there, there's been some sort of breakdown in a relationship. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but there's been some sort of deceit here, some sort of recognition of deceit, some sort of thing that's happened that's brought you around to a great realization, and you're about to embark on a whole new journey of truth here. For some of you, it could be something to do with work, because we do have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. So this can be to do with work, but it can also talk about you working on yourself, working on something new, bringing in something new. We have the card of the Six of Pentacles here. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. It's about a relationship going both ways, not necessarily being all in one person's favor. Okay, Prince of Pentacles coming in here. So there's some sort of message coming through that's moving very slowly. You could have already received this message. I have all pentacles on the table, so I can't help but think for some of you this is something to do with somebody doing something in a job or in a work situation here. This is also about you understanding your own stability. You may have put a lot of effort into something, a lot of work into something that hasn't come off in your favor. Yeah, Nine of Swords. There's been a lot of worry and stress about this, but I think this is the end of that. You're moving into a period now where you sort, yeah, look at this. Coming out as the Empress, beautiful. So you're really starting to understand where you are, what you want. You're not putting up with things anymore. You're ready to birth something new, and that might mean a new start. You're doing this now standing in your truth. You're no longer doing it because that's what was expected of you or what you've been doing before. Some people could be leaving a situation, a home situation as well, because you've sort of come into the idea of realizing who you truly are, and you realized your own value. Yeah, you've been using your intuition. So it's like you're starting to tune into what you need, who you are, where you're going. It's like the radio's tuned to the right frequency now. Maybe you've upped your frequency. Maybe you've had a realization that staying where you were was not doing you any good. So you're taking this beautiful leap of faith here into something brand new. Something that serves you, but you don't mind. You don't mind leaving this behind. And it's like you're understanding that, you know, having all this stability in your life may not have been the stability you wanted because you didn't have that emotional, heartfelt stuff. the universe coming in here. So I have 4 major arcanas coming out in a row here. So you're right. This is destined to happen. This was happening at the right time. You coming into this is the right time for you. 10 of Pentacles. You're now understanding how to bring in your own abundance. You're not relying on other people anymore. The Lovers card coming out here. So you know that love is in front of you. You've just got to get yourself back on track again. Beautiful. What beautiful reading. Something here has caused something to break down. Possibly understanding some sort of betrayal here. Possibly with a water sign that is moving you in a different direction. I feel that there was a lot of conflict, but you've moved away from this conflict and you're heading towards the future now. Again, some of you, this may be about work. It could be about a family situation. I feel that you've seen this situation as stable in the past, but you're understanding now that the stability you felt within yourself wasn't there. So you may have been offered a lot of material comforts. You may have been offered a lot of homely comforts, but they weren't what you wanted. What you were after was this love here that you've not been finding where you are. So for some of you, if you're moving away from work, there's a choice here for something new in your future, and you know it exists. You're moving towards it. But in order to do that, you have to understand that your own value and taking this leap of faith, and there's a trusting of yourself here that you've never done before. But you're co-creating with the universe here, because the universe is helping you move in this direction. You're understanding that you're now moving towards the stability and this abundance that you've been craving for so long. And there's something waiting for you on the other side, and you're leaving behind the anxiety and worry of being where you were. So it's like having this beautiful understanding that, you know, maybe you accept something for a really long time and it wasn't what you really wanted. Now you're moving to something new. For some of you, as I said, this can be a betrayal. For others of you, this can be a work situation where you're moving into you're being offered new jobs here, which is beautiful because there's a lot of like stability, security, financial security here. So it's like you're approaching a doorway where you know on the other side of the doorway everything is right and everything is waiting for you. Lovely reading, Aquarius. Okay, so we have the card of happy coming out here. So this is about finding your absolute happiness, like being able to leave behind things that aren't serving you or haven't been serving you. You know, sometimes we think we're happy where we are, and then something happens to move us forward and we realize that we weren't really happy at all. We were just accepting things the way they were. So whatever area in your life this applies to, it's about you understanding there's more out there. You don't have to accept the blah of everyday life, you know. Sometimes we get so stuck in something because we think it's really good. Like it might be, you know, we're in a job that's paying us a lot of money and we think we, you know, maybe look ungrateful if we move on. But the job is not satisfying us. It's not bringing us the level of excitement and life that we wanted. And I feel that this is where you are. Like it's like you're now opening the doors to a brand new future. Take that leap of faith. Thanks, Aquarius.